Hi, it's Paul from Hench Herbivore with an air fryer review plus 3 delicious new recipes for you to try. I've kindly been given Bagotte's 4.5 litre air fryer to review. Now, I'm a huge fan of air fryers. You can get the same effect as deep fat frying, but of course without all that oil, which in my view is the very worst thing that a vegan can eat. A link plus 20% off discount code for this awesome device are in the description box below. I've already been using a Bagotte air fryer for the last 3 months. My one criticism of it, the food is so delicious, and for me, I'm quite a big guy, this is just not quite big enough for me. It's a very beautiful bit of kit, I think you'll agree. Same simple touchscreen controls as I'm used to. You simply set the timer and the temperature, and then away you go. Halfway through you get a beep, at which point you take the basket out, give everything a good old shake so it doesn't stick. This new 4.5 litre model over the old, I think 3 litre one that I had previously, it's got a little guard here so you can't accidentally press the basket release switch, and have your food go all over yourself and the floor. Can't imagine too many people would have done that, but it's a good little idea, I think. The basket is non-stick and dishwasher safe. As I say, I've been using this brand for the last 3 months. I can't recommend it highly enough. So without further ado, on to the recipes. So the first recipe is going to be crispy breaded tofu. Let me introduce you to the fellas. 200 grams block of foam tofu, 35 grams of breadcrumbs. Now I've got a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. And we're going to use 2 tablespoons of tamari. Step 1 is to press the tofu. Most people, Step 1 is to press the tofu. Most people do this with a clean tea towel and some books. If you're a bit more of an advanced vegan and this is your life, you might want to invest in a tofu press. This one is by Tofuture, nice and easy to use. Get the tofu in the middle, bring the bands down as far as you can each side. Push these arms in. You're going to leave that for about 10 minutes. Okay, so this will be nice and dry now. I'm going to chop it into little bite-sized chunks. Pop these in a bowl. Add a couple of tablespoons of tamari or soy sauce. A little mix up. And then let that stand for 5 or 10 minutes just to soak the sauce up. Now we add the spices to the breadcrumbs and give that a little mixeroo. Now the sensible thing to do is probably to get them one at a time, roll them in the mixture, and put them in your fryer. I'm far too lazy for that though, so I'm just going to sprinkle a couple of tablespoons on top, give them a little mix up, a bit more goes on, last little bit, and then pop them all in the basket. In they go. Timer, 35 minutes. And the temperature, 190. Go. Hey boy, can you be quiet? We're trying to film a video. It's important. Oh, look at him. It's so hard done, boy. Okay, so filming got delayed. This is actually the next day after we cooked these. Kept them in the fridge overnight. They have lost their crispiness. Normally they have a lovely crunch to them, but let's try their flavour. Still delicious. Works like a meat alternative. Very, very tasty, but better served fresh. Right, come on, we've got work to do.
Sorry.
Curried roasted chickpeas. Here's the fellas. 1 can of chickpeas. We've got 1 tablespoon of date syrup, which is dates and water whisked up in a blender. We've got 2 tablespoons of curry powder. We've gone for a medium madras.
2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons.
Oh God! Half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, and salt to taste.
And this.
And tablespoon of water. Stick it all in a bowl. Is this best mixed by hand or by wood?
I don't know. By wood.
Mix it up. So the date syrup apart from balancing all the spices and make it taste delicious, works to stick all the other ingredients on. So it's a good way to cook without oil, which is really not healthy for us. That smells amazing, doesn't it?
Let's have a go.
You're a sniffer out there.
That does smell good. Wow.
Obligatory one on the floor. Okay, so these are going to go in the basket. Give it a little shuffle. Okay, now we did do this once before in our old air fryer. It came out really well. Can't remember the timing though. I'm going to guess no less than 15 minutes, so that's what we'll aim for initially, and then we'll check it after a little while. So time, 15's already set. Temperature, yeah, probably go 180. Start. Mmm. Yoink. Get back. For me, they're perfect. They've got some crunch to the outside, but they're a little chewy on the inside. So 15 minutes is perfect. If you like them crunchy, traditionally they might make more kind of crunchy, really, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah.
So you'd want to do them for about 18 minutes. These are so delicious. Great travel food if you're going anywhere. You can't keep your food cold. Cinema snack, something like that. Incidentally, this recipe is in our new e-cookbook. Where do you get your protein? Is the name of it. 30 high protein vegan recipes. They're healthy as well as supporting your gym goals. So link in the description if you want to check that out. And now I'm going to show you vegan cheese and onion kale chips. These are absolutely delicious. Let me introduce you to the fellas. So I've got 200 grams of kale there. Once we cut the stalks away, it'll end up being more like 100 grams. 3 tablespoons of cashew butter, 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, got half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a whole teaspoon of onion powder, and salt and pepper to taste.
Get down from there.
He thinks he's a mountaineer. So step one, we're going to cut away the leaves from the stem. And you just want these into small, bite-sized pieces. So we're going to add the nutritional yeast and the spices into a bowl. Give them a good old mix. Now I'm going to add the butternut. Again, give it a good mix. Now we need to add a little fresh water at a time, just so that we can make a thick sauce. So I'd say that's about the right consistency. Now we add in the fellas and massage all the leaves so they're evenly coated. Okay, so now these go in the basket. In they go. 6 minutes on the timer. 180, which is already on. Boom. Oh, they're looking good. I'm so looking forward to these. Oh God, no! Cheese and onion crisps, but they're healthy. You're getting in tons of amazing nutrients, vitamin K particularly, which is hard to source without leafy greens, calcium, and you've got the lovely fat there to absorb like the vitamin K, you know, from the cashew nuts. These are delicious. So amazing. Try them out.